Welcome. This is ScootDaLoot coming at you with a new series. It's called Worth Playing. And the point of that series is to figure out the games that we're currently playing or the games that we're currently streaming at Bay Entertainment, are they worth playing? Are they worth playing? So right now I got pulled up Monster Hunter World. I have the vanilla version of the game. I don't have the Iceborne DLC. This game was released January of 2018. The question I want to answer today is this game worth playing in 2022? As of time of this recording, I have two characters. I got Johnny E at the very top, and I got Scoot at the bottom. Scoot is the new character that I started this year. Johnny E was the character I started back in 2018 when I first got the game. First initial impressions of the game, I love it. Fantastic gameplay. Love the weapons. There's about 14 different types. You can have a blast. In terms of gameplay, this you can't have a better Monster Hunter experience right now on the console. Like this is really good. But anyway, back to it. I got two characters. As you can see, the first character got about 279 hours. That's hours. My second character is a new one I play into the stream. We're trying to go through the whole game with Leroy, but I went a little bit ahead of Leroy just so that we can team up and work together. That's a long story, but I got 95 hours, and I probably plan to put about a similar amount of hours as Johnny E. But I'm having a blast. Let's get in here. Finally got my character loaded up, and I just want to give you a brief overview of the skills that I'm working with. My primary ones being attack boost and critical eye. Get some agitator and some stamina surge. I wouldn't consider myself a veteran of this game, like not even close. I have a pretty decent understanding of how the mechanics work, how to play the game effectively. My weapon of choice, my favorite weapon in this game, is the charge blade. I would consider that probably one of the more complex weapons within this game. So it's a fun weapon, and it pays off quite well, but I wouldn't recommend it if this is your first time into the Monster Hunter series. I just wouldn't recommend it. But this is what I got. All my armor is pretty much maxed out in terms of defense that they have. I'm still farming for the proper decorations. If you don't know, decorations are stuff that you can see. So if you look at this Doberman male, you see under defense there's a slot, right? And that's where you go put your decorations or gems. You just put them into your armor or your weapon if they have the slots allowed. But anyway, so there's still some farming I need to do, but this is the character I currently got. This is the defense, this is the damage. This is the charge blade I'm running with, the Defender Shield 5. This is the Defender set. I do not recommend the Defender armor set. Please, it just would cap you. Please, it'll hurt you. It really will. It's a vanilla set. There's nothing special about it. In fact, let me just put it up on the view so you can see it yourself. So when you start the game, you can choose this Defender set, and it has pretty good defense. I mean, this is the start. Of course, his defense is not as good as my sort of end game in the vanilla Monster Hunter game, right? But it's pretty decent. And it will hold you for pretty much the first playthrough. My theory is that they put this into this game because they're trying to get you. Capcom, the developers, the designers of the game, they want you to run through the campaign as quickly as possible so that you can get to the Iceborne DLC. I have not played the Iceborne DLC, so I have no thoughts on that. I'm considering getting it because I am having so much fun with the vanilla Monster Hunter right now. But I say after your first couple of fights, please just don't use this armor. Don't use it at all. It's just not worth it. It's not that fun. The Defender weapons, sure, if you really want to use it, because they're probably some of the strongest weapons that you can find in the vanilla Monster Hunter world. But of course, they probably get easily outclassed in the Iceborne DLC. So a couple of things that I noticed is that of course the game doesn't have as many players. Of course, I'm only playing this game on a PS4. So I'm in the Sony's ecosystem. So of course, there might be more players on PC. There might be more players on Xbox. I highly doubt it, given the age of the game is 2018. But there's still a community. There's still people you can play with. So I definitely recommend you jump in. The time to jump in is Probably now. If we take a quick look at my my quest log, as you can see, I've completed all of the assigned missions. So I've completed the game. I still got some optionals to work through. Got some 5-star, 6, 7, and 8-star missions I need to do. So how do I know that? Because even though this 8-star says that it's completed with the blue, it's blue because there's still some other missions that I need to unlock, right? Some conditions I need to satisfy in order to get the red or the orange completed sign. So, and of course, these other ones, they don't have any completed signs, so I need to go through these missions as well. And I look forward to playing. I plan to play through all of this stuff. I would just like to give full disclosure. There might be some spoilers in this video. In terms of some of the monsters I might be fighting, some of the locations that I go to. So I just give you fair warning. There won't be any story spoilers because I've already completed the story, so I wouldn't be talking to any characters, any important NPCs. So don't worry about that. But in terms of the monsters, some of the monsters might be spoiler territories. Just keep that in mind. As you can see, my hunter rank is only level 48. That's nowhere, right? But this is a brand new character. This is a really brand new character that I started this year, and I wanted to give this game another try. Jump back into it, with somewhat fresh eyes. Not really fresh, because like I said, I've already played it in 2018. But just to get back into the swing of things, to see how it is, and like the same feelings that I was having in 2018, I'm still having today, right? Same feelings, and it's just joy and wonder. Anyway, right now I'm at the canteen about to whip up a meal. Oh, I mean, I love the cooking animations in this game. This is some of the best looking food you will see in gaming, period. Like, I think the only other game that might stand up to this is Final Fantasy 15. But this is some beautiful looking food. That alone should get you to want to play this game. Anyway, I got a mission loaded up. I just trying to eat before I go on the mission. I just so I can show you guys some gameplay content to see what's going on right now. I can take one more quick look at the equipment I'm using right now. The Devastation's horn, Strategist Spectacles, Dobermail, Nergigante, Van Braces, Nergigante Coil, Dober Greaves, Master Charm 3, Bandit Mantle Health Booster. Yes, Lord! The cuts some ass, so let's get this ready. Like I said before, the game is much quieter than it was back in 2018. There aren't as many people playing. At least that's how I feel. I don't have no numbers. I don't have no stats for the PlayStation to tell you exactly how many people are playing. All I know is when I jump into a world or when I jump into a session, there's definitely less feeling. There's an emptiness, right? But don't let that deter you from playing the game. All the missions can be done solo. Monster Hunter is very good as a multiplayer game, but it still stands up as a single player game as well. And in fact, when you play through the campaign, it is a single player game. I go back to the point where we're playing together. Leroy and I are going through the campaign, right? And the reason I went ahead, because usually we'd stick together, is because the missions in Monster Hunter World are single player. So most missions you can't just start, right, with two people, right? You have to go into a mission and then send out an SOS, and that's okay. It's a weird design, right? It's showing its age in that sense. So I just want to give you guys that preemptive, so you understand what you're getting into when you start a mission. You're trying to figure out, oh, why can't I just pull my buddies in, right? Most missions, the campaign missions, you have to start by yourself, and then you have to send out an SOS, right? And then the SOS is basically a signal to put your mission up on the board so other people can join on. In terms of the campaign, I must say how I feel about the story. The story is serviceable, right? It ain't nothing to really write home about. You're not gonna have, it's not the best solo campaign experience. But I don't know. I don't know if Monster Hunter has always been known for this story, and that ain't really the point, right? The whole point, right, especially in this game, is that you set off into a new world, right? And you're here to discover, right, and eliminate some of the threats that's in this new world. And that's pretty much the whole point. That's the gist, of the story essentially. So don't come in here, don't come into this game looking for story. If that's what you're looking for, then you probably might have to look elsewhere. If you like good grind, if you like a good grind, right? If you like a good combat system, if you love boss battles, right? If you like looking at different monsters, collecting the monsters parts and turning it into badass armor and weapons, oh my goodness, you need to jump in this game today. You need to jump in this game today. Please get this. This is probably on an easy discount right now on PSN. Anyway, what are some of the pros for the game? Campaign, you get about 20 to 25 hours. Pretty decent story to go through. You got many different arena quests that you can go through. Cool armor sets, cool weapons. I think there's about 14 different types. My favorite is the charge blade. It might be your favorite too, but feel free to use any other weapon that you want. But shout out to my charge blade users. Multiplayer, you can play with your friends. You can most missions you can have up to 4 people, but the conditions may vary. And then if you want to continue, right, if you really enjoy this experience, you really enjoy this gameplay loop. The gameplay loop being you go into the world, you find a monster, you hunt the monster, you collect its parts, or you capture it, right? That's pretty much the fundamental gameplay loop of Monster Hunter World. If you really find that enjoyable, get the Iceborne DLC. Sure, why not? I don't have the DLC, I can't recommend it, but I'm pretty sure it's more of the same of the gameplay loop that you've already deal with in the vanilla Monster Hunter World. Some of the cons: the story is not the best. Like I said, it's a vanilla story. It's not. It's okay. It's serviceable. It ain't nothing too special. The main missions are mostly single player, so as in you have to start the missions as by yourself. So let's say you start a single player, you start a new campaign, right? And you want your friend to jump on. They can't jump on until you send out that SOS, right? And there's other conditions too. They might need a certain hunter rank. They might need to already completed that mission, right? You also need to have the player who started the mission, would also have to complete the cutscenes. Any cutscenes in the current campaign mission, you will also have to complete. So there's several conditions. So in terms of the main campaign missions, is mostly single player because it will hurt you, but it's somewhat remedied with the SOS system. And then finally, the last con is there's less people to play with. So there's still people. I think there's probably more people at end game, but if you definitely can get you and a couple of buddies to play this game, you can have a blast and you will enjoy. But anyway, I think that's all I got to say to wrap it up. Is this game worth playing in 2022? Yes, it is. Please jump on. Please jump on. Of course, the game, I wouldn't pay $60 for it at this current point because of the age mostly. But if you see this game, it's low $15 to $25, it's not a loss. You're buying for your buck at the time of this record. And like I said, if you really like it, then sure, go get the Iceborne DLC. But yeah, if you like this video, if you like this type of video, worth playing, right? I'm gonna start a new series called Worth Playing. If you like stuff like this, then please feel free, like and subscribe, and tell me how I did. I will do this with other games in the future, whether we stream and Bay Entertainment. Like I said, we're also going through the campaign on Bay Entertainment too. So you just come to our Twitch channel and just watch us stream through it, right? If it's something that you enjoy, then definitely this is the game for you. But put your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about the game? Are you still playing it in 2022? Have you started in are you a veteran player who started from 2018? You still playing it today? Right? What's your favorite weapon? Anyway, just drop that all in the comment section. I'll take a look when I get a chance. But without further ado, you guys, I'll see you next time.